In today's video, we're going to be talking about something that affects us all at some point or another, anger. Specifically, we'll be exploring how quiet people deal with their anger when it becomes extremely intense. Now, when we think of angry people, we might picture someone who's yelling, screaming, or throwing things even. But what about those who react differently? What about those who tend to withdraw, stay quiet, or retreat into themselves when they're feeling really angry? If you're one of those people, you might have been told that you need to speak up or that you need to show more emotion. But the truth is, there are many healthy ways to manage anger, and not all of them involve being loud or confrontational. So if you're a quiet person who felt overwhelmed by anger, then this video is for you. We've put together a list of 5 things that quiet people often do when they're extremely angry, and we hope that it'll give you some new ideas for managing your own emotions. Number 1. They retreat to a quiet place. When quiet people become extremely angry, they often prefer to be alone in a quiet space. This could be their bedroom, a park, a library, or any other place where they feel safe and comfortable. So why do quiet people retreat when they're angry? Well, for starters, being alone can give them the space and privacy they need to process their emotions without feeling judged or criticized. It can also help them calm down and think more clearly, which can lead to better decision making. But retreating isn't always about avoiding the situation or the people involved. Sometimes it's just about taking a step back and giving themselves time to cool off. And that can be a healthy thing to do, especially when emotions are running high. Of course, retreating isn't a solution for every situation, and it's essential to address the underlying issue once emotions have calmed down. But for quiet people, fleeing can be a helpful first step in managing their anger. So if you're a quiet person who tends to withdraw when you're angry, don't be afraid to take some time for yourself. Find a quiet place where you feel comfortable and allow yourself to breathe and process your emotions. It may just be the first step towards a healthier and more productive response to anger. Next up, we'll be talking about how quiet people avoid confrontation when they're angry. Number 2, they avoid confrontation. When quiet people are extremely angry, they often try to avoid confrontations with others. This could mean walking away from an argument, avoiding certain people or situations, or simply refusing to engage in hostile or negative interactions. Now, this isn't always the easiest thing to do. Avoiding confrontation can sometimes feel like you're running away from the problem or letting others walk all over you. But for quiet people, it can be a way to protect themselves and their relationships. Avoiding confrontation can prevent things from escalating and give both parties time to cool off and approach the situation more rationally. It can also prevent hurtful words or actions from being said or done in the heat of the moment. But again, avoiding confrontation isn't always the answer. Sometimes it's just important to address the underlying issue or stand up for yourself respectfully and assertively. And it's important to find a balance between avoiding unnecessary conflicts and speaking up when it's necessary. So if you're a quiet person who tends to avoid confrontation when you're angry, remember that it's okay to stand up for yourself and address a problem when it's necessary. But also remember that sometimes it's better to just walk away and give yourself and others some space. On to number 3. They write down their thoughts and feelings. When quiet people are extremely angry, they often find it helpful to write down what they're thinking and feeling. This could be in a journal, on a piece of paper, or even in a text message or email that they never send. Writing can be a powerful tool for managing emotions, especially when it comes to anger. It allows you to express your feelings safely and privately without worrying about how others will react. It can also help you gain clarity and perspective on the situation and identify any patterns or triggers that might be contributing to your anger. But writing isn't just about venting or getting things off your chest. It can also be a way to process your emotions and work through them more constructively. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can gain insight into your reactions and find ways to cope with your anger more effectively. Of course, writing isn't the only answer to manage anger, and it's not always the most effective or appropriate approach. But for quiet people, writing can be a powerful tool for processing emotions and gaining insight into their reactions. Next, we'll discuss how quiet people use physical activity to manage their anger. Which brings us to number 4, they engage in physical activity. When quiet people are extremely angry, they often find it helpful to engage in physical activity to release their pent-up emotions. This could be anything from running or walking to hitting a punching bag or doing some yoga. Physical activity is a great way to manage anger because it helps you healthily release tension and stress. And it also releases endorphins, which can boost your mood and help you feel more relaxed and calm. But physical activity isn't just about burning off steam. It can also be a way to process your emotions and gain clarity on the situation. Because when you're engaged in physical activity, you're able to step back from the situation and focus on something else for a while. This can give you the space and perspective you need to work through your feelings and come up with a more constructive way to manage your anger. Of course, physical activity isn't the only way to manage anger, and it's not always the most effective or appropriate approach. But for quiet people, engaging in physical activity can be a powerful tool for releasing any tension, gaining perspective, and finding a sense of calm. And next up, we'll be talking about how quiet people practice mindfulness to manage their anger. Number 5, they listen to music or other calming sounds. When quiet people are extremely angry, they often find it helpful to listen to music or other calming sounds to help them relax and reduce their stress levels. This could be anything from classical music to nature sounds or even white noise. Listening to music or other calming sounds is a great way to manage anger because it helps you shift your focus away from the situation and onto something more soothing. It can also help you slow down your breathing and heart rate, which can help you feel more relaxed and centered. But listening to music or calming sounds isn't just about distraction or relaxation. It can also be a way to cultivate mindfulness and self-awareness. By tuning into the sounds around you, you can become more present and focused on the moment. This can help you gain a deeper understanding of your own emotions and reactions, and find ways to manage your anger more effectively. Of course, listening to music or other calming sounds isn't the only way to manage anger, and it's not always the most effective or appropriate approach. But for quiet people, it can be a powerful tool for reducing stress levels, cultivating mindfulness, and finding a sense of calm. We hope you found these insights into how quiet people manage their anger helpful. Remember, anger is a natural emotion, and it's okay to feel it. But how we respond to our anger can make a big difference in our well-being and our relationships. So whether you're a quiet person or not, these are just some of the strategies you can use to manage your anger. The important thing is to find what works for you and to be kind and patient with yourself as you navigate your emotions. With time, practice, and support, you can learn to manage your anger in healthy and productive ways and build resilience that can serve you well in all aspects of your life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for being awesome.